Good morning. It's about 7:45 on Saturday morning, and the other day, I think it was Thursday, I was out shooting in the backyard. Had just one of those days to where you just wanted to go out and be alone for a little bit, clear your head, whatnot. Just one of those days. Anyway, it really ended up being one of those days. Shouldn't have went out and shot. So anyway, I'm just going to be honest with you. I did something very stupid while I was out shooting. 15 years of archery hunting, shooting bows, never ever had been this absent-minded or done anything of the sort. But anyway, the full story, I was in the backyard shooting. I was messing around with my rest, trying to fine-tune that and get everything where I wanted it to be. Had the dog out there with me. She was running around, and usually she's pretty good, stays by my side and lets me shoot while I'm out there, but for some reason she was a little bit extra, so I was keeping an eye on her, making sure she wasn't going anywhere she wasn't supposed to while I was shooting, so extra distraction there. But in the midst of everything, I forgot to put an arrow on my string. You can, if you've been shooting for any amount of time, you can probably see where this is going. But anyway, I forgot to put an arrow on the thing, on my rest, on the string. Drew back, got set up, went to release, and all of a sudden I hear this ping, and look at the bow. The string is off the cams, the limbs are extended. So I was, freaking out because in the whole midst of everything, I thought I had put an arrow in there. So I'm wondering where my arrow went. I was looking around, look at the target, look at the backstop, couldn't find an arrow anywhere. I was like, crap, it must have went up in the air or something. Then I look at my quiver, all my arrows are in my quiver. I was like, oh, thank God that I didn't have an arrow that just went skyrocketing somewhere. And then I started thinking, I was like, did you really do what I think you did? And yes, I did. I did not put an arrow in the bow and pulled back and let go. So practically, I was like, oh shit, I dry fired the bow. But I've seen dry fires. When I was 16, just getting started, I had one dry fire, my old PSE. Didn't knock the arrow enough, and it let off a big old bang. I mean, it sounded like a 22 shot. But this time I didn't have a bang. My string still is in good order. The peep sight's still there. Everything's still on the string. So I was like, that evening I was shot. I thought I dry fired my bow. I was all pissed off and embarrassed and all that stuff. And so I put the bow up, went to bed, woke up in the morning, started looking at it again. And, with the string being intact, everything looking good, the cams aren't leaning, the limbs seem to be okay. I must have torqued it or something. Something must have happened when I had went to release or something to where it just came off the track. So I'm assuming or thinking that I derailed it. I won't know for sure until I get to the pro shop today and we look it over, inspect it thoroughly. But just from my quick inspection, it looks like I just derailed it. So out of a bad situation, that's the best thing that could have happened in the situation, is that I just derailed it and didn't dry fire it. I mean, if I would have dry fired it, I probably would have heard the bang. The string probably would have snapped. Cams would have been all messed up. So we'll see. But anyway, I'm going to show you what the bow looks like real quick. Let you make the determination on what may happen. But word of advice: do not get distracted while you're shooting, because this could happen. All right, so here's the bow. As you see, it's off the cam. everything's still intact. It looks good. I mean, that's just from shooting, but peep's still there. Everything's still there. It kind of wrapped around that wheel there, but I mean, cables look okay. Everything, I mean, everything looks fine from what I see. Again, we won't know until we take it off and inspect it, but anyway, that's what happened. Not a good situation, but it could have been a lot worse. I'm just thankful for that. But anyway, like I said, when you're out shooting, hopefully this will help somebody or maybe prevent this from happening to somebody else. Just make sure that you do not have any distractions around with you, or very minimal distractions. And I don't know, lesson learned for me, if I'm having one of those crappy days, I may just leave the bow upstairs and not go out and shoot. But anyway, hopefully this will help somebody. Just wanted to share with everyone and just kind of, I don't know. It's embarrassing, it's frustrating, and it's not something that you would think should happen, especially if you're a seasoned bow hunter, but apparently it does. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all soon. Alright guys, so we just got back from the bow shop after getting the bow looked over after I had that little bit of a mishap or stupid error on my part. But anyway, bow checks out, everything looks good, string is good, cams are good, limbs are good, shoots good. So, I mean, it held up due to, and again, I don't think it was a full dry fire. I think it got derailed before it was able to dry fire, so that's where I got lucky. And again, not a fun situation. After 15 years of hunting with the bow, I've never done that. This is the first time for me, and will be the last time, I hope. Hopefully I don't make another bonehead move like I did, but anyway, got lucky. You know, Mathews definitely built to last, built to take a beating, and that's why I shoot a Mathews. So just wanted to give you that check-in, and yeah, we'll talk to y'all soon, and hopefully nobody has a error or mishap like I did. All right, take care, y'all.